Alright, here we go. The silver anemometer is the Cape Cod. The black one is the Heathkit. The white one is the black one is the Peat Brothers. The white one is the Heathkit. And then over here, the top one, of course, is the Davis View, and the bottom one is the Maximum. I think eventually I'm going to have to possibly take the Cape Cod down and reattach the cups to it, because I maybe not, but might have put it on there incorrectly. But it's working okay now the way it looks, obviously. Work properly. Nice breezy afternoon. Again, the Heathkit, or the Davis, and the Maximum. If only I knew, why does a person need 5 anemometers? Was not one enough? Well, apparently not. At any rate. So, as you can see, the Cape Cod is higher than what the other two are. The other two need to be adjusted. First. Okay, so here we go. This is the indoor display for the Cape Cod. It shows 13 miles per hour, but take a couple mile per hour off of that, because the needle, for some reason, is a couple of miles per hour stuck too high. When it goes down to 0, it's not actually at 0, it's at 2 or 3. So I think it's got to be sent back. They said to try and tap the glass several times to see if it'll drop back down to 0 where it's supposed to be, and I did that, but it won't. So it's probably gonna have to be sent back in to have them adjust it, or they can send me a new one, which I would prefer the latter of the two. Wind on the Heathkit is 10. That's 12 there, so you can see they're both right in the same ballpark. I'm going to show you this for a few minutes. The curious thing I was mentioning earlier on videotaping on my cell phone was the Maximum. You can see the wind is 9 miles per hour. But on the Cape Cod, it's about 8 miles per hour. Now if you take them at 10 minus 2. There's a little bit of a gust. If I could hold the camera still and talk today properly, it would be a miracle. Flat out. I don't know why I have a reflection up there, but I do. I think you can see it says 10, which is actually 8. The Heathkit is at 8, so that would jive with what the Heathkit has. There's 12, and the Heathkit has 10. 12, and Heathkit has 10. 10, and Heathkit has 7, so that's 3 miles an hour. No, that's right in line with what I mentioned earlier. If you can hear me with the fan blowing in the background. Now it says 8, which is actually a little off there. Now you see it bouncing. Once it hits 5 miles per hour or lower, it bounces like that. And then you see it, watch, now it comes back up to about 7. There's 7, so that indicates that it's 2 miles per hour too high. Okay. 5 on the Heathkit would be 5 on the Cape Cod. Sorry about the shaky footage and all that stuff. That's what happens when you have too much caffeine. Didn't want to do that. Wanted to go this way. My whole premise to begin with was to set the camera up on a tripod like this, get rid of the reflection in the glass, and have both of them running at the same time, so you can compare the wind from the north side of the house to the south side of the house. Now on the Maximum, that does bounce up and down like that until about 4 miles per hour all the time. especially on the high range. But right now it's on the low range. It's always on the low range until we have a wind event or thunderstorms come through here, because we just don't see winds above 40 that often here. You can see the wind on the maximum is about 3 miles an hour. The first black notch is 4 miles an hour. Now that's on the north side of the house. On the south side you have this. Current wind speed on the Heath kit is 4, and then on the Cape Cod is 9, so that'd be 7. You've seen the footage of all of them outside. You know that the Cape Cod is somewhat higher than what the Heath kit is, so that would, I would say, be the reason for the difference. Anyway, I'm gonna shut it off.